Yo, what is up guys, your boy Azar here, bringing you guys a video about the best staple cards in the beginning of 2018. These are going to feature multiple cards that are played in the meta currently, and they're going to showcase a lot of cards that are going to be coming back into the game when we get a ban list in the future. So let's get started with the video. The first card I want to talk about is everybody's favorite card, Ash Blossom and Joy Spring, and pretty much hand traps in general. If you thought hand traps were going to go away because of spirals being hit on the next ban list, then you're slightly wrong. Hand traps are not going away at all, and Ash Blossom is still going to be played at 3 copies in every single deck. We're going to see a lot of other hand traps like Maxi, Effect Veiler, and maybe even Ghost Reaper, but mainly Ash Blossom is going to be the biggest hand trap of 2018. And not just because of her forehead. Next up is everybody's favorite XYZ monster to face, Babushka. Now, if you don't have the answers to Babushka, you're gonna have a rough time. Babushka is one of the best XYZ cards in the game currently, and it's able to stun an opponent for at least a turn or two, and could secure games just because of it. Because locking your opponent out of playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Is just really good in general, and that's why this card is going to be a staple in 2018. Next card I want to talk about is everybody's favorite Neg 9 card, Pot of Desires. Pot of Desires is easily one of the best cards currently in Yu-Gi-Oh! And even with the cost of banishing 10 cards from the top of the deck, people are still willing to play this card because of how powerful drawing 2 cards is in the game right now. So that is why I think Pot of Desires is going to be one of the best cards in 2018 and it's going to be a staple. The next card I want to talk about is Cosmic Cyclone. Now, Cosmic Cyclone is going to be one of the spell and trap card removal cards that a lot of people are going to resort to. Cosmic Cyclone being able to banish a lot of cards that float in the graveyard is just good in general, and even though Twin Twister gets rid of 2 cards instead of 1, people are not willing to get rid of that 1 card in their hand. The next card I want to talk about is Solemn Strike. Now, even though Solemn Strike is seen in the side decks of a lot of decks currently, Solemn Strike is going to see a lot more play, especially against the Pendulum Magician matchup, and being able to stop the Pendulum Summon is just very good in general, and that's why Solemn Strike is going to see a lot of play in the future and be a staple card. The next cards I want to talk about is board wipes. Cards like Interrupted Kaiju Slumber, Regeki, and Dark Hole are just all really good cards in the game right now because a lot of people just spam a lot of cards on the board, and if you're able to get rid of all of these cards at once, and you're pretty much in a good situation at that current moment, and that is why a lot of these board wipes are just going to be staple cards in the game. Not to mention that Evenly Match is one of the most devastating cards to be hit by, and being able to banish a lot of cards face down is just super broken, and that is why this card is going to be one of the best cards in the game. The next card I want to talk about is Terraforming. Now, back in the day, we didn't see this card a lot in the game because a lot of field spells weren't that good. But now that we have so many good field spells in the game, Terraforming is definitely a staple at 3 in a lot of these decks, and that is why Terraforming is going to be one of the biggest staple cards in the game if Konami doesn't hit this card, because it is just so good. Being able to add any field spell you want is just crazy, and that's why I think this is going to be a staple card in the game. The next cards I want to talk about is token producing cards, things like Grinder Golem, Scapegoats, and Gofu. All these token cards are just so ridiculous because of these link monsters being able to summon them with these token cards. It's just absolutely crazy. And a lot of these token cards are going to be staple cards in a lot of different decks, and there's not like one specific token card that's going to be used in a lot of these decks. So that's what I had to mention all of these token cards because they're all really good in the future of Yu-Gi-Oh! The next cards I want to talk about is cards that stop or prevent multiple cards. Cards like Dimensional Barrier, Anti-Spell Fragrance, and Unending Nightmare all stop a multitude of cards, and against certain matchups they can easily secure games. These type of cards are seen in a lot of players' side decks, but if they're anticipating a certain deck to play against, they're not gonna hesitate to play these cards in the main deck. The last cards I want to talk about is Link Monsters. Now, everybody knows that we have to play these Link Monsters, and Konami kind of forced us to play these Link Monsters in certain decks. Things like Borreload, Decode Talker, Proxy Dragon, all of these Link Monsters are going to be seen in a lot of different decks because we just need these Link Pointers to spam all these different kind of monsters in the game. And that is why Link Monsters are just going to be super powerful. Like, Borreload is just so crazy Deco Talker, being able to negate a card is just really good in general. So that is why I think Link Monsters, and this is pretty obvious, Link Monsters are going to be the best staple cards in 2017. Alright, that is it guys. This is my video of the best staple cards in the beginning of 2018. Let me know what you guys think about this list, and did I miss any cards that you guys see that I didn't see? That is it guys. Catch you guys later. Peace.